Hello, my name is Lawrence Gruzecki. I'm an instructional technology and distance education doctoral student at Nova Southeastern University. Through our studies, we have learned of and discussed many varieties of distance education that are used by entities such as business, the medical field, and education. One very great effort in distance education is the knowledge online sites of our military forces. As an example, the Army Knowledge Online site and the Navy Knowledge Online site. The United States Distance Learning Association exemplifies another great example of distance education offered to our military. Their site has links to many distance education opportunities for the members of our forces. I would like to describe the unique role of distance education that is an integral component of the officer education system. This component of military education strengthens the ability of our military to effectively operate in venues such as Afghanistan, as well as quickly and effectively providing aid and relief to the people of nations around the world. This picture, painted by Don Stivers, depicts the assistance provided by Sergeant Richard Kirkland to a Union officer at Fredericksburg, Virginia. Today, the operations of our military continue to be imbued with a rich tradition of duty and compassion. One may ask how those soldiers happen to be at that location. Another question may ask how the uniforms, weapons, ammunition, and supplies were provided to those units. The movement of personnel and material in preparation and execution of Desert Shield and Desert Storm serves as an historic example of the work of the staff officer.
Within the many echelons and units of our military are officers who have moved from the dashing excitement of small unit operations and command to a type of mid-management level position known as a staff officer. Staff officers plan and control military operations as well as provide administrative, intelligence, and logistics support. I would like to describe the education these officers receive, which prepares them to perform their duties in a multitude of situations. The situation may be planning with another service, as between the Army and the Marines, the military of another country, as with the British Army, and perhaps with Afghanistan military and civilians. Another situation may be the planning of training military personnel. Yet another situation may be providing relief supplies to the people of another country. You may wonder how effective our current staff officers may be. A historical statistic indicates that from 1963 to 1964, it took our military over a year to move 184,000 personnel to Vietnam. As a contrast, our present military moved the same number of personnel to Saudi Arabia in preparation for Desert Storm in less than 90 days. The examination of the Army and Navy Staff Officer Education Program was chosen as the missions performed by each service are basically different. Army operations are conducted on and above land, and the Navy conducts operations that are principally conducted on the seas and oceans of the world. Regardless of the geographic location, the work of the field grade staff officer is a key component. The Army's field grade staff officer education program is the Command and General Staff College, which is located at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. The Navy's field grade officer program is the College of Naval Command and Staff, and it is taught at the Navy War College located in Newport, Rhode Island. The Command and General Staff College and the Navy War College serve as intellectual centers for each of the services. The curriculum of both colleges is based on the Officer Joint Professional Military Education requirements specified by the Office of Professional Military Education Programs and mandated by the Goldwater-Nichols Defense Reorganization Act of 1986 and established by the Skelton Committee on Armed Services in 1989. Approximately 1,000 active officers are chosen each year to attend residence courses at Fort Leavenworth or at the Navy War College. However, many more field grade officers compose the ranks of the Army and Navy. Both colleges project a vibrant, non-resident distance education program to the balance of the Army and Navy personnel, encompassing both active and reserve components. As an example, the Command and General Staff College extends their program to approximately 6,000 officers each year who are at duty locations around the world, as well as reserve officers. Both colleges educate and train officers to be adaptive leaders, capable of critical thinking, and prepared to plan and conduct operations within their service, with other services, with governmental agencies, and multinational environments. The Command and General Staff College curriculum is organized into intermediate level education core and the advanced operations course. The core course includes 6 components. Foundations begins the instruction and highlights topics as the international security environment, leader development, operational law, and civil-military relations. Strategic environment focuses on national strategies, strategic communications, and strategic logistics. Doctrine addresses operational design, operational art, and battle command. Joint functions studies the command and control of forces from several services when they operate together. Planning specializes in the understanding of the joint operations planning process. The advanced operations course is adapted to the officer's functional area as infantry or communications. Upon completion of the advanced operations course, several electives are selected by the students. The College of Naval Command and Staff curriculum is organized into 3 components. They are National Security and Decision Making, which addresses topics that provide insight into command and staff decision making. The topics include political science, leadership, psychology, management, anthropology, and other related disciplines. Strategy in War is an analytical study of war which focuses on the methods to achieve global and multinational interactions, strategic and political interests and goals. Joint military operations address the joint operational planning process to plan the employment of U.S. military forces across the range of joint and combined military operations, prepare military officers to participate in joint operational planning, and to advise senior commanders. Once officers complete these programs, they are capable of performing as staff officers in many different staff environments. Both colleges follow a similar distance education course instructional design process. Instruction for distance delivery includes the same content as the classroom. The distance education staff of each college are experts in distant learning. Distance education instructors are typically retired military and are specifically trained to facilitate the online courses. Students and faculty communicate principally through Blackboard. Non-resident command and general staff instruction is delivered in 3 formats. Face-to-face instruction is conducted by qualified reserve officers. These officers are assigned to a professional development brigade, and these brigades are located around the world. The program consists of 3 phases. 2 phases are taught during 2-week active duty for training periods during the summer. 1 phase is an inactive duty training format from October to May during weekends and evenings and ends during the summer. An 18-month web-based non-resident course is offered to students. Students are assigned a counselor while they complete the course. Students participate through Blackboard and SharePoint asynchronously. Weekly assignments, threaded discussions, and instruction through Blackboard are enriched with flash files of video instruction. Notably, the distance education staff is attempting to expand this type of instruction with Adobe Flash Mobile, so the instruction may be seen on Android-type cell phones and soon on iPhones. The 3rd format is designed for officers who are assigned to remote locations. These officers are provided the program's courseware on compact discs. The Naval Command and Staff College distance education programs are similar in design to the Command and General Staff College. The Fleet Seminar Program is face-to-face instruction offered on an academic year basis, consisting of 4 2-week-long courses attended by reservists and other eligible personnel. The 3 resident core components are offered at various locations each year. The web-enabled program organizes students into online cohort groups. Interaction is synchronous due to the time zone of the student's duty station. Academic requirements include readings, an active requirement each week, threaded discussions online, and responses. The program is designed to be completed in about 18 to 24 months. Because of the substantial amount of time required for each course, a request for enrollment constitutes the commitment on the part of the student of a minimum of 2 study periods of 3 or more hours each week. Eligibility is extended to all senior lieutenant and captain sea service officers, active and reserve officers, and defense-related civilians. Army and Air Force officers, major and above, are also eligible. The compact disc program is composed of video lectures by Navy War College professors, audio presentations, student activities, and self-assessment exercises to broaden and emphasize the content. The program is designed for officers on sea duty or assigned to remote or isolated locations. The student is expected to complete the disc course program in 18 months. During a conference in January 2010, Lieutenant General Caldwell, the Command and General Staff College Commandant, aptly described the education mission of all the service's intermediate level education programs. These colleges are composed of world-class faculties which develop, administer, and teach courses that are designed to create adaptive leaders with command, control, and support skills to succeed in complex operations. We witness the power of the knowledge which was provided to our field grade officers in the classroom and at a distance when we see and read about military operations and relief operations. The staff officer exemplifies the duty and compassion of Sergeant Kirkland at the Fredericksburg Stonewall.